Okay, this is going to be a critical video. This is going to be for those of you that are entrepreneurs, business owners that are into obviously developing yourself, and you want to kind of get to the bottom of some of your patterns and how some of your patterns may show up in your business and negatively affect your business. This really has to do with your emotions and how if you're not being aware of your emotional state, it can cause you to not prioritize important tasks and to, basically avoid important work that you need to do in order to see success. So let's start on this side of this flow chart right here that I made. I'm going to kind of zoom in a little bit. Let me go like that. Okay. So what happens is that, you're an entrepreneur. You have certain business demands. These business demands can be a lot of things. It could be hiring, marketing, sales, all these things. You have certain demands. And what happens is that if you are guided by your emotions primarily to face these demands, you're going to be in trouble because your emotions can fluctuate. Your emotions can be different on different days. One day you wake up in a good mood, the next day you wake up in a bad mood. Some days you're neutral, right? Your emotions are can be very different. And if you allow these different emotions to control what you do, control your behavior, control your actions, then you're not going to be as consistent. Now, if you are very grounded emotionally, that's a different conversation. That's good, right? But still, you want to make sure you're cultivating a degree of discipline. Discipline meaning I'm going to do this thing that I need to do for my business to grow it, regardless of how I feel, whether I feel down or up. Now, of course, there's some degree of like discretion here, right? Like, yes, you want to make sure you take care of your mental health. Like, you're not constantly grinding 24/7. Like, take breaks, take care of your mental health. That's very key to for your entrepreneurship journey and business growth. Like, you want this to be something sustainable. You don't want to be just grinding 24/7 and burning out all the time. But there's a lot to be said about overcoming emotions so that you can get things done, whether you're creating content, whether you're reaching out, whether you're marketing. Like, there are things you need to do. And if you let your emotions control everything, you're not going to get it done or you're not going to be consistent. So let's look at what happens when you let emotions take over. You do emotional reasoning, which is a cognitive distortion. A cognitive distortion of I'm going to reason with my emotions rather than with logic. And again, there are some cases where listening to your emotions, tapping into your emotions, tapping into how you're feeling it's paramount. But in the realm of business, you have to be able to overcome certain emotions in order to do what needs to be done. Because if you emotionally reason, you become a victim of your emotions. Oh, I don't feel like doing this. Oh, this is annoying me. Oh, this, that, and a third. And maybe it's not even things directly happening in business. It could be other things happening in your life that, you are reacting to. You're being very reactive to. Well, you're going to have to either limit those things or learn to have a better emotional response to certain things by reframing, by not taking things personally, having a stable nervous system, right? Meditation, these various things. And also, yes, like get rid of those things that bring in drama into your life, so on and so forth. But what happens with emotions is that it could be because you're so emotionally reactive, you avoid the high value work. Like I talked about content strategy, ads, hiring, even the inner work that's required, like the inner identity you need to cultivate to see success with entrepreneurship, because it's an identity change. It truly is. I know from experience. Like you have to be a different person fundamentally. Also a that's high value work. It's both an inner and outer game. But you avoid all of this and you become all over the place, scattered. No mindfulness, no stillness, no reflection, no awareness. You blame the world, right? You become even overly attached to outcomes, which reinforces the emotional reactivity. when you're overly attached to outcomes. You're striving for an outcome so much, you're so attached to it, it doesn't go your way, then you're reactive. Then you stop being consistent again, right? Like right here, I say inconsistent action. This stalls your growth, builds frustration, and you remain stuck. If you don't want this process to happen, you need to do something different. You need to, first of all, build emotional, like, be less reactive. I have a video on my main channel, how to be less reactive. You should watch that. But like, learn to be more grounded. Meditation, nervous system regulation exercises. Definitely balance your energy centers. Listen to frequency music that resonates with various energy centers, the root chakra, the sacral, dealing with your ability to feel stable in your environment, sacral dealing with your ability to have stable emotions, stable in your emotions, and even tapping into your creativity. I would also say the third eye, which deals with intuition. That's the thing there. So stabilize your emotions, but build discipline, right? As I just talked about, emotional regulation, and build your values. What do you find valuable? What do you find important for you to do or to be? You know, like always going back. Like when we get clear on our values, it doesn't matter how we feel. We do the thing anyways. You're like you could feel you value it so much that you literally don't care that you don't feel like doing it. You just do it. You know. So when you're guided by these things, discipline, emotional regulation, and your values, you pause to regulate when you before you go into like doing the work. Like this is what I do every single day. I don't do work until I am grounded and regulated every single morning. I refuse to do work until I'm grounded. I refuse. If I get more scattered throughout the day, I will make time to meditate. No one monopolizes my schedule to stop me from doing that. That's paramount. I pause to regulate. Now I have mindfulness, stillness, silence, reflection. Ideas are coming to me. I just execute. My emotions are intact. I'm detached. I'm so detached. I'm so detached, I get to see clearly. You get to see clearly when you become detached like this. And you choose aligned actions, and you're more in touch with your intuition, which allows you to get better hunches on what to do in your business and in your life. You do the hard work consistently without really complaining. And you get this clarity of focus. You make better decisions, and your overall strategy works. So to say that, like, you see the domino effect of this, and this leads to sustainable growth where you're working hard on your business year round without burnout. Like you obviously take breaks, but your days are filled with those breaks. They're filled with the stillness that you don't get burnt out, and then you see business success through time, or whatever your idea of success is. So I hope you found value in this video, just understanding how emotions affect so much, just your emotions alone, let alone if you have like employees or business partner, their emotions um, in business too. So we have to be very aware of these things. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you would like to work one-on-one with me, I help entrepreneurs with a lot of topics like this and other topics as well related to self-growth and identity change that reflects positively in various areas of life. Book a call with me using the link below to apply for Identity Resonance. And if you're not an entrepreneur, I still work with non-entrepreneurs. I do monthly coaching. There's also the link below to sign up for monthly coaching. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.